That guy's a white guy, but and we got told no. He said that was a long time ago when these fur trappers would come. They'd make kits, and they grew up with the natives, but they had more Indian ways than they did where they came from, who were their dad. So it's just like that. When you're raised by a proper family, a tradition, stuff like that, you stay like that. You say, don't matter what color you are, but you're brought up the right way, you know. You're not discriminated. We don't discriminate our own. We don't say you're, because you're black or because you're white or so. We don't. We take them as brother and sister. Our tribe does. Most of them do that, yeah.
So they didn't marry, but they made kids.
Yeah, way back when they were the fur trappers, the people coming in. Yeah, they were doing that. Yeah, it was already done. But we had some at St. Stephen's that were they were white looking, but we didn't know. But they spoke Arapaho, and there was nothing wrong with that. We didn't know their dads were somebody else, but we never discriminated that. We took them as brothers, and we grew up with them. We still do that. Yeah. So we didn't know any difference, you know. We didn't know about nationality. We just grew up the right way. Our old folks told us that because they love one another. Don't matter who. Don't laugh at somebody that's disabled. Disability. They can't walk. Help them. That's how we grew up. And not over there. St. Stephen's, the ones that were disabled, they just beat the hell out of them, you know. That was abuse, you know. It's amazing, you know. But there's a lot of things you have to breathe it out, you know. Maybe I'll feel better today. That's what you have to do, because you hold it inside. You know, they were trying to break my spirit, but they're tough. Our old man over here. Oh man, we have our own. Yeah, but that's what they want us to get away from our way of life. They just call us savages, heathens and stuff. We didn't even know the words. So that seems. I'm not only, the only one. There's more people that are probably gone, that would live with this trauma, lived with this thing here. It's bad. When you raise a kid like that, you don't do that. And then you just give us shots over there. You just have a little flame, whole bunch of line up. Give us. We didn't know what kind of vaccine they were giving us. Yeah, we didn't know. And when that thing broke, put another one on there and get through with the shots. So we didn't know. But when I take my kids to the doctor, I make sure what the doctor's going to give him. Pill, shot, I make sure it's computer on there. I don't know where all the records are at in that board, from that boarding school. They trashed them. Yeah, it was go. For some reason, came back and combat the abuse. That's all it was, boarding school abuse. Nothing about education. They tried to just your mind, your body. They trying to find ways. There was no hitting. They'd tell, get up, help me for the farm or whatever. It was nice.
What they do?
Talk to Arapaho. Talk Arapaho. I understood. It was good. They didn't tell us nothing about where we was going after we died, or we were going to commit sin, or there was nothing in our way of life. It was harmony. And we respected elders, we respected the land, the water. They taught us that, respect animals, and everything that was created. And we told us always, there was the elder always praying for us, We had We had our cedar. We didn't know. That was the way of life. To where we had to go confessional here and tell the priest. Why? Why did we have to do that? Tell the priest our lies or what we're going to do. That's not right. I would tell you, anything or her. It's just the way people live. Yeah, this is just the way they want to get that secret stuff out of you, And they worked against that. And they would work with that. Watch individuals. Yeah, it was just sad. But the way we were taught, it was just beautiful. We're trying to teach our kids like that now. We just go to school, come back, and we don't take over there. We try and teach them how to be comfortable in the home, stuff like that. But there's a lot of things that happen. Kids early start drinking a lot of them did graduate. Very few in our time. They went to school, but then abuse. They'd run away, and the priest go get them, bring them back. So that that was really the hardest thing. You couldn't go home. Yeah, there was a lot of, as we were growing up, there was a lot of chores. My dad needed us, but we're already lazy over here. We're already lazy. Yeah, we just didn't, there was no, they caught us. They caught our minds to start thinking the way they want us to think. Yeah. And our parents kind of getting back here, and there was, that love was kind of, if they're on their side, but ours, it was because the same thing, but same word, but it was stronger here. But the way we did, it was kind of like a criminal mind. And when you stayed there, you learned how to lie, cheat, and steal at that place. You were already institutionalized. You're already ready for reform school, prison. Yeah, they did. They set your life to just destroy you because they were afraid. Right now, it turned their back around. Our kids are educators now. She's got a nephew. He's a doctor now, education. He kept going. Proud of that. So now with what could have been, or her, if we didn't have this boarding school. We could have went to school eventually. Maybe we found out what I want to be. But when you force something, religion on you, that supersedes everything. Knocks everything out. You just go from day to day, same old thing. Yeah, we didn't know anything about the future. What you look forward to, maybe good times and stuff like that. Now with this education, it's a lot better. It's a lot better. There's more institutions that's going to stop that. Right now, our kids now, after everything that's we went through, and we taught our kids, to get a better education, go to a better school. Yeah, that one there, nobody went there. They went to our Indian High, some went to Lander, Rupert, but the education still goes. The kids are now. And I look at them, I look at the future for them now. The future's better now. They're going to be a lot better. We're going to be in a situation where, that what we went through, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. We see the bad, the things that was trying to take away everything from us, the thinking. They were trying to take more and more, trying to and now we got our young kids now, they're looking at this part here. Hey, that's not right. It was written about the education wise, when they had to make these treaties. Our elders didn't know what they were signing. They were signing. So now we're looking at that stuff, that's the way they want it. Yeah. I didn't hear, because I was bored, if you want to hear a story. I didn't hear from 7 years old, I was in the school, so some people my age, maybe they might have heard it from their parents. They didn't board. They had day school then. Same time as boarding school. We used to call them outsiders, and we used to call them ourselves boarders. But that was the kids that were fortunate to be able to listen to the stories of the old people, and then more and more fluent. They were more fluent than us. Right now they are, if there's some alive yet. But right now from the boarding school, that's where we were at. But back here, that's where I didn't know anything. There were songs, stories. They would have they would tell stories, old people, to the kids, evenings, stuff like that. They're good stories, but I didn't hear them when I just didn't. When I went start teaching over here, the older people my age knew stories that I didn't know because of that boarding school. Yeah. Why, Kennedy?
Do you remember? Start talking English again.
How you?
She said to talk Arapaho to each other so she could.
Why I do just go? I want to say. Huh?
Knock.
I had need. Go on, you said no.
No.
There you go. Well, bad. I kind of heard it.
Yeah.
She didn't know it. Jay, that's all.
Yeah.
Not good. Just go. That don't need it. This here. I did the art, yeah. I did the art, but I did the hay, done hay, yeah. That's just
yeah.
The art, be with her not, yeah. It's not be with her not.
Yeah.
That's so. One had not said, well, so not the bad, and not none of the tune had easy. All the hot hay now, heat easy now. I wouldn't know. Så nede at det ud det kostjana det I want chinan wati det 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 se at det nu han det ud det se nok kan og der det se det dine ud det ud det hvad her kan og når bane det han under det når det så nede ud det der han nede det der nu det at det kan der nu det at not det jeg har to do hunde og købe det er easy når der kan se at det kan yeah that's a thing I would not have seen it to see it just to see it can no percent did it no det og det så nede hvad han er så nede der nede kan købe
yeah
gør det så vel
he thought it
nej det what do you say
jag vet ni är tjäna
ja
nästa trophy jag vet det så sen
ja det var det det bad had det henne i det tiden just det annat han är systern han är sin hur den han är city han är sitt stenen hur nu det det så i det tid kan det har tätt kan vad det han nu det var det kan
ja
ett nu det är det nu när det är det nok det men det kan katsoa sitten ja no se on taivuna häntä se so näin Chilio ja siinä tina tejana ne kan ne ei sit nokään hän on no tänne niin si ho chattina ja hey they really don't understand why this has happened to us and then they said was there anybody to help you guys? And we that was I never asked my folks if there was somebody. A lot of them did, didn't send their kids, They were around here, but that boarding school were up east. So we had to come down here. And I said, I don't know. I said, they were told by the Jesuits, they said, this is the best, we're going to educate you kids. But they didn't put that abuse in there. You know what I mean? We're gonna, as soon as we get them in there, we're gonna, it's us with authority. You guys can't have anything to do with it. So, what they think of my folks and mom, they thought we're doing it good. But eventually we got institutionalized within 2 years. And we were lazy. We were just good for nothing up here. We're just, what do you want? We were so used to that life, that abuse, you're okay, we're going to challenge it, or we're going to, there was something in us that we all stuck together, and we knew how to get around things, And I think that was the way I felt with my friends, was always watching out for each other, We never told on each other what we did wrong, if the priests were coming down on the whole work. See, my little brother, he said all of us would all go somebody did something, he said we all get hit, we all get spanked. We never told nothing. Eventually, a lot of these kids end up in Warland Institute, 16, 17, maybe younger. They started, and they told us, they said, they showed us how to write a check. And they didn't tell us we were supposed to have money in there. Well, one guy wrote a check with cash in there. They sent him to reform school, So, all these things, it was, that's what they taught us. Yeah, there's harmony and, the worst of everything. Devil worshippers, Yeah, so anything that they could, tell us what was right or wrong,
So you didn't learn how to dance?
They didn't allow you to dance?
Huh?
They didn't allow you to dance?
No. They didn't allow us to dance. No, we, my cousin up there, Lars, what's the name? Shotgun. He seen for us with little guys down the playroom. We had one lookout over there, and they would hear us. They would dance, boy. He would say, "Hello, it's coming. Sit out." So we had a little cardboard. We'd hide it. I heard you guys. Tom. Where's it at? Well, yeah, it was always like it.
It is tom-tom here?
No, that drum. Yeah. But anyway,
Is this you?
that's my uncle. He went to the Philippines, fought.
Oh.
Yeah. He used to call me Jorge Hesna. That was my Indian name, true name. But when they had it, when I was born, they gave me Rupert goggles. And when I went to boarding school, I couldn't understand Rupert. They used to call me Rupert. And then pretty soon, I didn't know how to write it. Yeah. But like I say, you had to change from your Indian name to your English name.
What is the meaning of your Indian name?
Jorge Hesna means hungry wolf.
Hungry wolf.
Hungry wolf, yeah.
Sounds cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm always hungry.
What is your Indian name?
Wait now, can you think of it?
Somebody's seen it, or?
No, every time I have to say something in Arapaho,
Yeah.
it just leaves my mind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's okay if you cannot remember.
Indian name. It was an old man that did stay with us, and he seen something, in his life, probably vision or something, and he told my grandpa that I'm gonna give him my name, your grandson. So my grandpa said, okay, we have to get ready. So they have a gathering. And we had an old dance hall down the road over here, and that was a long time ago, in the 40s, maybe 30s, and I don't know, maybe in the 40s. But that's what happened, and we weren't here. My dad was working over there toward Casper Railroad. We're at the light side over here. So they went to that dance together, and this old man made a ceremony that he had given me his name. So that's how you get these Indian names, by the elder. He sees things. He sees things in you that you're going to be. And that's how I got my Indian name. He gave me his name. So it's good, I was glad that it was proper. That's how you do these name calls, And that's really sacred to us yet. As old people like us, we can do that, name our grandkids and stuff like that. And now they can write it, and they understand that, their Indian names. So I give all my grandkids their Indian names, and make sure you have to be careful. If it's an animal, if it's a star or something like that, that's the proper way. And you have to, if you got like sisiku, duck, my grandson has to respect that duck, all the fowls, everything that flies with feathers. So that's how our Indian way is. We have to respect all our brothers, animals, and that's the way it is. Right now, we have to really stress on that, on these kids, because this Mother Earth they're wiping out all the species. That's not right. We come into this world not to bother the land, water, everything, trees and everything else. And all the people, have to come back. That's what we're trying to teach our kids. Don't destroy. That's what we're all about, right there. But they destroyed our minds. They destroyed, killed a lot of kids. That love they're supposed to teach. It was killed. Right here we had that. We didn't know. My folks didn't know. And that's the way this government works. So you have to be, bathroom.
Walk no who but to be. It means old lady bear fox.
Oh, sounds good.
When do you have the Sunday ceremony?
It starts this week.
Oh,
First we go do things, and it keeps going until July, and that's when we go up there. We got this ceremony. We that's our way of life. We all go up there and take our kids. Everybody get that special. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way how we teach our kids now. You go up there, and we live in harmony, and we pray, and things work out, clear it around, and we have to go back. Every day I had to go to church at St. Stephen's. Go to church every morning, mass.
Say that again.
church is a Christian church or your own religion?
I still can't understand.
Catholic church? Catholic church? Oh, you said church. You go to church, right?
Oh, you go to church?
Huh?
You go to church?
They closed it. Virus. No, I don't go. All the kids were being born in a teepee. It didn't have anything. We didn't know anything that was right or wrong, but that's how it was. It was just the way of life. We didn't know anything then, but they lived in harmony. They knew what to do. We had old ladies would give birth, help. So we knew that all the time. Yeah, we knew that we were taken care of.
Did you see the buffaloes?
Pardon?
Did you see the buffaloes?
All the time I see them, but I guess if I go to Jackson, I don't know. I've never seen any.
Thermopolis.
They wiped them out. Yeah, we didn't have any. Not around here.
Thermopolis.
Yeah.
Thermopolis.
Thermopolis. Oh, yeah. There's some at Thermopolis. I don't go there no more, but that's about time I look at buffaloes. Few of them, maybe about 10 or something. You know.
Yeah.
That's about all, yeah. But other than that, everything's wiped out in our time. In the 50s. Ooh. Yeah, so we didn't.
Even our wild games
We didn't get to share anything, yeah.
decreased.
Oh, they can always say my grandpa was at boarding school. He told me how it went, and they know, it's just like the people in Germany, Auschwitz, what the people went through, the Holocaust. Yeah, it's what we had here, and people were looking over that way, and then it was happening here, our own people. It wasn't right. They know it. With this land here, they want to take it away forcefully, and they didn't want to have nobody. So they're looking for an element how they were going to do with sickness, just destroy our minds, stuff like that. But it's just very thing that our old man here was watching over us. It was brought in here with everything else, and we have our own ceremony and give thanks. That things never happen like that again. It's good. Yeah. St. Stephen's is still standing there. Yeah, that's where I went to boarding school there. Yeah, a lot of us, yeah.
How many students per class?
I really couldn't tell. There was no grade, you know what I mean? They just put us in there and we just had to bite the bullet. So we did that. We just called them big boys, the older people, big girls. We didn't know what grade we were in, We just put in there and going along, and yeah, I thought it was just they just want to destroy our spirit, but the mind they did, but the spirit is powerful, man. That's why we're here. Yeah, so I always think, I always tell my kids, grandkids, make sure it's here. Whatever it is, it hurts. It hurts. I said, to see things like that, to hear things like that. But what our little minds went through, little ones going up, all the way up. And then that's what really hurts our grandkids stuff. They just can't see. There should be some kind of justice there, Other than that, that's what happened.